Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? Holla at your boy, it's me, Jeremy Alexander Newsom with RealLifeTrading.com. We're doing absolutely fantastic. So we got a stock review for you today. We're going to move quickly because I got a lot of requests and I like that. Keep them coming. The SPY, nothing too huge on the day, just so we're all familiar. All I'm looking to do on the SPY is these boxes, just kind of help me outline where I think the SPY is going. And if the SPY pulls back to this 234.50 level, which will be very, very close to the 50 exponential moving average, I will look to go bullish. And then from there, target is 242. So that's really it, right? If I hide those drawings, we're just chilling at the 20. No huge update other than the fact that we do have a lower high and we are making higher lows. So we could just consolidate up here on the SPY and do a whole lot of nothing. But that's pretty much all I got on that. The Q's not doing too much at all today. They're just hanging out. The IWM, a little bearish. And I do kind of want the IWM to pull down to this 100 something moving average and then bounce. But if it doesn't, you have a beautiful stair-step pattern here on the IWM. So really, either way, this could break bullish or bearish. I'd be kind of excited about playing that short term on the IWM. But the bull put spread down here did expire worthless. All right, cool. Let's go look at some stocks that were requested. Here's Boeing. Boeing and CHK were requested by Ryan. So Boeing, very strong bullish trend. Here's the exponential moving averages. And this red box is just a, not a movie rental location, but a target-based system that I'm using to see how far Boeing can actually trade with this breakout. So my 2017 target is 190.97. Strong bullish trend, no question about that. I had a little bit of a bracket trade created on Boeing, and it looked even more miraculous today. Miraculous, not the right word. Good, marvelous, something like that, not miraculous. Boeing trading at the 20. So really, I'm just simply looking for Boeing after today to break above 180.31, which would show that the trade will likely continue higher. Or if Boeing closes below 176.75, I'd be looking for Boeing to continue down a little bit lower. Really, at that point, though, just bracket trade it, right? A bracket trade simply meaning if the trade goes up, go bullish. If it goes down, go bearish. Or do nothing if the trend doesn't fit your strategy, right? So if it does close bearish and you don't want to trade bearish, cool, don't. Simply wait, be patient, and look to buy the bounce off of the 50. Here's CHK. And CHK, a lot of traders playing this off the bounce off of $5. And I kind of like that level on CHK. So realistically, here's the two supports that I have on CHK, $5 and $3.63. One of two things is going to happen here on CHK. This will either be a flag where we trade lower into $3.63, or we actually get a little bit of a bounce down here off of that support into $7. Which one's going to happen? I don't know, unfortunately. It's 50-50. But just kind of approach that and figure out exactly what your trading style allows, what your strategy allows, your portfolio size, all those things need to be answered. But CHK, I like it at 5, and I think it's a buying opportunity down here. And again, depending on how long-term you want to be in the trade, will depend on if you're going to use stops, protective puts, or what you're going to do. But I'm totally comfortable with CHK breaking down. If it trades down to 363, I'll look to buy some more again on CHK. Thomas requested some fibs. All right. So Thomas requesting some fibs on Shopify. Shopify, actually one of the bullish trades that we are in on ticker symbol SHOP. So what I'm going to do to create a fib is I'm going to go back in time and find a wave that is already absolutely without question formed. So I'm going to create this wave into this wave and come back on ticker symbol SHOP. And you'll see that, again, beautiful retracement, right? So the bullish move, retrace to the 0.618, which is 38.2%, and then bounce. Traded right to the 2 extension and then pulled back. So now on Shopify, our next target is going to be one of these. So you can add some more fib targets on here if you want. 7605 is the 2.618 extension. If you come over here and let me add format. If you add the 2, so the 2 is already on here. So let me find out there's a 2, there's a 2.618. Let's add 2.5. There's the 2.5. And then let's add the 2.382. We'll come up with those 3 numbers. Let me select that. There we go. So realistically, you'll notice, and hopefully this is a little scary, because I promise I had not done this fib previous to determining this target. So the target, the swing trade that we're in already is 71.53, which would coincide with the 2.382 fib extension of this primary strong wave that we had back in 2016. So we are in bullish on Shopify, and I did also post that one to our TradingView channel. So if you're following us on TradingView, it is entirely free. A lot of traders are enjoying the move on Shopify, up 2.5% today alone. So here was that post on Shopify, ticker symbol SHOP. And here it was, posted 4 days ago on Shopify. And we wanted simply, so 108 eyeballs were on this thing. So hopefully 108 people are in it. But Shopify, we want to pull back to 65.08. It pulled back that very same day. So here's the end of wave 3. So from here, I'm expecting a little bit of a pullback and a rest. Doesn't mean it has to happen. That's just what I'm expecting. And then if and when that happens and then we get a bounce, then I will increase the stop. So let's go do the same thing with Activision Blizzard, ticker symbol ATFI. And this is the wave that we're going to measure on Activision. Nice big wave. So here we go. We're going to start with this bullish candle. We're going to go to here. We're going to come back to that candle. Flawless. So next target, big target, 51.82. 51.82. Now, keeping that in mind, here's your resistance. So what's likely going to happen from here is you already got a short-term retest. At this point, worst case scenario, you look for a little bit bigger of a retest, then a bounce, and then a trade up into 51.82 on Activision Blizzard. It's already done. It's retesting on a short-term level. So now, since we're at an all-time high, it's going to do a retesting on the long-term level. So this is the daily chart. You'll check it out. Beautiful retest gap, right? White candle gapping up. Here's the retest, and there's the bounce. So from here, some kind of additional pullback and some type of bounce is what I would expect. If you want to do a fib to figure out exactly where we might pull back to on this angle, you kind of have to assume that this is the top, which is hard to do, but you can definitely do that. You can draw it back. That's one, or if you're going to use this small wave, here would be the two locations you could expect it to pull back to. So 47.58, 47.03, or 46.48. And then from there, if it bounces off one of those levels, you'd feel comfortable that that's a healthy pullback and the trend should resume from there. So Thomas, hopefully that helps. Chris wanted to look at Adobe, ticker symbol ADBE. And Adobe, here's the weekly chart on Adobe. So what we got to appreciate is this stock since 2012 has been going banana sandwich. It has gone from $20 and some change to $120 and some change. So 600% growth in 5 years. Big deal. So coming here to a daily chart, you did have a bullish gap and go without question on Friday. The challenge was it gapped up so high and the trend is already moving immaculately far that not many people are trapped. So looks like a 1, 2, 3, some kind of wave 4, probably a wave 5 on Adobe. So if you're looking at playing this bullish, I know my good buddy Ron made some great money playing it bullish back in December, November, January. So at this point, yes, I would allow a pullback to the 20 or the 50. I just simply would hang out, be patient, wait for the bounce, and move from there on Adobe. Here's GoPro, GPRO, and my good buddy Alfonso requested GoPro. And he said, hey, Jeremy, what's to do about the gap that occurred a few days ago? Well, we have to first analyze what type of gap it is. White candle gapping up is a retest gap. This right here is the retest. So if GoPro breaks down, it's going to continue to fill the gap. And if it breaks higher, it's going to continue to move bullish at least into this $9.04 range. This $9.04 range is the very strong support that GoPro has been battling with these recent weeks and months. So here's the weekly chart on GoPro. And again, really, really good support there at 904. So that'll be the retest. And on a big swing perspective, you would kind of expect this kind of thing to happen, right? So yes, it's a great gap on the daily chart. I do like the little bit of a pennant pattern that's forming. It is a retest gap, and this is the retest. So if it breaks out higher, look to play it bullish. And if it retests some more, you're welcome to either A, play it bearish, or B, do nothing, and then wait to see if it bounces bullish again on GoPro. IDRA, my good buddy Jason requested this one. And Jason, great stuff, man. We were actually looking at this in the day trading room about an hour ago. And here was the 5-minute chart on IDRA. We were talking about this beautiful little triangle pattern right here. Gorgeous breakout on IDRA for the day trade. So Jason, awesome analysis. As far as the swing trade goes, this is a little bit of less expensive of a stock. Great volume though, coming in the last few days. So this particular pharmaceutical company, looking for it to potentially break above this 226 resistance, which is a very strong resistance. Here's what that looks like on a weekly chart. So we've been here before, right? This is a weekly chart on IDRA. So if and once we break above that 226 level, then we're going to wait for that pullback opportunity, and then we'll look to buy the dip. Beautiful gap, nice little day trade, Jason. Well done, proud of you. So NVIDIA, ladies and gentlemen, creaming it today. So NVIDIA, if you got a chance, this one, finally, we got a nice winner in the weekly options newsletter setup. Again, I went on a little bit of a losing streak, as you guys are aware. Talked about that 2 weeks ago. Pretty much early February, it's about early March-ish. I was on a nice little losing streak. But hey guys, it happens, right? Just because you lose doesn't mean you're failing. Doesn't mean you can't give up. Success is usually 2 weeks after you feel like giving up. So we did have a lot of traders cancel their weekly options newsletter because like, Jeremy, man, you placed 3 losing trades in a row. I got to get out. Well, this trade made up for all of those. So hopefully the next one will be back in black. But this is a beautiful, beautiful 3R plus trade on NVIDIA using weekly options. And even if you didn't get a chance to trade this on the weekly options newsletter, this is one of the analysis that I'm most proud of. And again, this is just a testimony to the power of our trading, real life trading community, helping us create this plan on NVIDIA 23 days ago, almost an entire month ago on NVIDIA. And this is playing out almost to the day and almost to the penny. So 23 days ago, we expected a trade up, a pull down to the 100 simple moving average, which is that blue line, a bounce, a consolidation, and a bounce higher. If I press the play button, trade up higher, pulled down to the 100 simple moving average, bounced, consolidate, and broke out higher. So the next target on NVIDIA based on this wave count is probably 111.33. We'll rest a little bit, and then we probably do make it up to 120 on NVDA. So beautiful, beautiful, bullish move on that one. Very, very happy that we won. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Apple, new all-time highs today. Broke out of the pennant pattern. Here's your exponential moving averages. And these exponential moving averages, we still have yet to hit the 20 exponential on Apple. So the truth of the matter is, it's still bullish. If you're looking at playing it bullish, just be bullish. Be patient, buy the dip, buy the pullbacks. But these 120 calls on Apple for June are now worth $21 and some change. Back in January, mid-January, bought those for $5.80. So my target on Apple, 150. It's just going to take some time to get there, but I would be very, very cautious being bearish on Apple. Let it just keep on rocking it out. And BABA, another huge move on BABA. Shout outs to Roxanne and a few other traders who asked me specifically what to do on BABA. Had a great breakout on the 13th of March. If you want to go back to that real life stock review, my analysis was very simple on BABA. I said, hey, here's a nice breakout. Let it pull back, buy the dip, and then trade it bullish into 107.66. That's exactly what it did. So Justin Linderman, good job on that one, buddy. Justin Jeffrey, congratulations. BABA, nice move. Adam, good move. So BABA has traded to a target, a big upper shadow coming in. Here's your weekly charts. And I'm not saying it's going to be done here, but I will expect BABA from here to trade sideways at least a little bit. And from there, who knows? But my buddy got a 110 covered call. It's a nice bullish move. I might even be looking for a bear call spread or something up 110, 112 expiring before earnings, but we'll keep an eye on BABA. We'll see what it does, but very, very nice move. And last but not least for today was Priceline. Took a simple PCLN. So I have a lot of traders who are able to trade Priceline. I personally don't. It's too expensive for me to trade. Even with options, it's very, very pricey. But on Priceline, just want to let you guys know that it did trade to our target. So this was the analysis that we posted after the gap on earnings. And so Thomas, you were asking about some fibs earlier. Here are some fibs on Priceline that we did. And you'll notice, again, this was posted 19 days ago. And the target was 1,773.84. And I mentioned the next target before we get a small rest. If you click the play button, You'll notice we've traded right there, right to it. The high of this week, 1776, 369. So we are 3 points higher than that particular fib. But if you look at this fib, it says 1776.45. So you're dealing with a $1,700 stock, sometimes 3 points. Doesn't necessarily matter, but so far we're at about 20 cents from that pausing right at that fib. So what does that mean for you? Well, for those who are playing Priceline, I'd tend to look for a pullback into one of these moving averages and look to buy the dip. Trend is bullish. I'm not personally going to play that, but the analysis so far is working spot on. Next target from here, 1904.83. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for tuning in to your Monday Real Life Stock Review. We do have a webinar tomorrow just for the young ones in the world. And of course, if any older traders, and when I mean older, I mean people who are not kids, is it going to be entitled, What is a Mortgage? At 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Link to that video will be in the descriptions box below, and you also should have received that in your email inboxes also along with this video. So what is a mortgage? Tomorrow, 1:30 Central, 2:30 Eastern, designed and created just for kids or just for anyone else who would like to know the answer to that question. Ladies and gentlemen, you're absolutely amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in to this Real Life Stock Review. Have a fantastic day. Guess what? I'll be back on Wednesday. And until then, remember, love life, and trade it.